Oh,
God.
Oh, okay.
Hi, everybody.
That.
Welcome to
Look,
Fall of
we had a lot of dragons. That's why I posted last week. That's why I posted the lizard one this week.
Welcome. Look, I broke. We ended up talking about, like, we had our pre-show talk, and we ended up on the insanity of SCP. So hey, look, but look, pre-shows are always wonderful. These are much recorded. These are much better conversations than the ones we'd have for Children of Wrath. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it started off with politics, so it just got fun after a while.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that how it always goes? You start with politics and you devolve into the SCP lore.
They are connected.
True. Thank you, Reagan.
But yeah, hi, welcome to Fall of Avanswell. Hope everybody's having a fine Wednesday evening. I hope you're all ready for some cool adventures. There's some interesting stuff happening, and I will switch over maps here in a minute to the new one I managed to choose out of a couple that Wyrm threw me, because I was thinking of looking for another one, but I was looking at them and I'm like, yeah, that looks fine. We'll just go for the one of those ones you gave me. So the other week. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to look for more. I got tired after looking.
I found one. I was looking at them, and one of them, like, it screamed to me, this will work. This will work fine. Mm-hmm. But I posed my players a question before we started. Technically, I posed them two, because I posed a question that I think I asked before, or a version of it.
It was very similar wording.
It's definitely similar enough.
You need a Google Doc of these.
I did have a document of them. Remember, I lost all my notes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just haven't rebuilt them. So,
if you want, I can go watch the first 5 minutes of every episode one day.
It's fine. We're close enough to the end that I don't think it's going to matter at this point in time.
Aren't there like 40 episodes?
This is like 37. It is. The game has gone longer than I was planning, but not by so much that I'm not too worried about it. But I think it's been a good story with you guys here too. But so the question I asked though was: someone you know but are not close to has died mysteriously. What do you do? So we'll roll some initiatives here. Let me actually switch over from there to over here. So let's see. So it looks like.
I was clicked on Talas again.
6, 12, 10. Back to normal.
Okay, well, we're back to normal, so we turn it over to Jessie.
Thank God, it's like we never left. Oh, hey, I'm Jessie. I'm playing Calder Wrynn, the human gunslinger. Someone I'm close to, someone I know, but I'm not particularly close to.
Yeah.
I'd probably investigate, but only on like a surface level.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if I don't know them too well, if it's not like one of my close traveling companions, I would be like, "You died? That's crazy."
Yeah, I can see that. It's sort of like you're still interested, but not maybe enough to dive.
Yeah, I'm like, man, could this be a problem that affects me in the future? If not, meh.
It's a plague.
It's a
I was
plague.
gonna say, I don't know. It's
a plague on all our houses. Next, we turn over, of course, to Wyrm.
Yeah, I'm Diamond. You can find me on. Wait, that's my outro. I'm Diamond, and I play Ixbanor, the
You can find me right
Sorcerer,
here.
Alchemist. Look, my brain clicked on the wrong executable. I mean, I guess I would make sure their family knows that they died. And report it to the authorities. I don't know. If I don't know them that well, then not much else to do.
Nerd.
Yeah. Hey. Alright, then we finally end up with Joe. We turn over to you.
I am Joe. I play Umbrin Wisespark, the Liminal Fetchling Animist. And I would probably try to contact the spirits and see if their spirit's still around and they can tell me what happened.
You're gonna go for the, you're gonna go make a good seance there and talk to the dead. That definitely sounds like a very good you thing.
But at this level, I have the feat for it.
Hello, dead people. So, what happened? You okay? You all good?
You okay? You
okay?
I don't think that would be a yes. I'm dead, asshole. What do you want?
I died, you idiot. What do you think?
Look, sometimes you accept your death. Maybe they're all good. Maybe they're fine with this. Ask
You
for
find
my
their
answer.
body and there's like a
Seriously
brick
died.
embedded in their chest, and you're like, oh my god, what happened?
How do these horrible natural causes happen? Wasn't that brick always there in your chest?
Is that a brick in your chest? You're just happy to see me.
Anyway, hi. I'm the DM here. He says GM. Dracovin. We'll give some more outros and stuff later. But hey, hi, welcome. I hope you're ready for adventure. Because if you missed last week, we'll give a little bit of summary here. So the ritual completed. Finally, discovering the secret of it, which involved basically finishing up the entire area with the volcano lady, just because you ended up getting in a combat there and kind of solved the problem in a way. And then having some... It's time travel shenanigans, but not like time travel shenanigans, like not traditional time travel shenanigans, like so you're not like...
It was wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah, there's some wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff happened, and you learned the last bit of stuff for the ritual. And you may have formed your own, like, history in a lot of ways, accidentally, so good on you. You very well may have ensured the current future set that you are set on, for better or worse. Maybe it would have been worse if you did.
Loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we're getting jumped.
Ooh, a time knife.
A time knife.
Or rather,
Stab you with it.
some weird like blob showed up, right? It like broke
Yeah,
into the sun.
so you managed to then use the ritual, get into the sun, get to the core of it, and we're beginning to basically free the like inner sphere of it, like this basically crystal that effectively is a piece of almost divine energy granted to its servants of the sun god by them. So it's like, hey, I have a crystallization of my sun power. Here you go. To power your gigantic magical sun. You're welcome. But yes, crashing through this entire thing, this kind of strange blob of darkness and like shadow kind of smashed down in the ground and has formed into a vaguely kind of amorphous humanoid form, and that's where we left off. So let me just do this here, and I want one of these. Oh, that one? Is that the one I want? Sorry. That's not the one I want. Trying to figure out and remember which one of these which is which for
You're the one
background
that I
music.
want.
Alright, that's a good enough one. We'll go with that one. So, I'm also going to switch some scenes here to a different one that I've set up just because it feels more appropriate.
Oh
there.
no,
The
it's
reason
going
I'm
to be
hurt-
obscene.
There we go.
Is there a reason I'm hurt? Did that happen late last session, or...
I don't remember.
It might have been something to do with all the stuff you went through. I don't know.
Yeah. We took damage. Pretty much all of us took damage from the portals we went through, and we just,
Oh, yeah.
we just never healed.
Yeah, and we didn't... And yeah, I guess we didn't really rest.
Well, we rested in the one place, but yeah, we didn't rest after the fire people.
Yeah,
Fire person.
because then
I thought I healed
because
everyone up though.
because now there were these crystals we were breaking, and we shut a couple.
Yeah.
And then we're getting
Yeah.
accosted by this.
Well, Talas could have
Goon.
touched you at least before we came up here.
Yeah.
You could have used some healing on someone.
Yeah.
I feel like, though,
I'm
you haven't had...
at full health.
I feel
It's not a
like
big
I'm
deal.
just going to say he probably used it on himself because he probably took some damage on his own misadventures. I just didn't really roll it out.
That's fair.
Because he too went through misadventures.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
He took the most out of us.
I didn't take any damage from the
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only took 10.
portal.
Yeah, you made good checks.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. I was just I just was trying to remember if we had like I was like, oh, did I just never heal from like the firefight? But no, that wasn't it.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
All right. The thing itself kind of pulsates and kind of makes movements. It's a strange thing that you see because it doesn't. It's rather than looking like a thing of like oil or slime, it does look like writhing shadows that almost move liquid-like. As it begins to kind of almost partially begin to like solidify more of a form, as it's kind of like forming in here. Taking merely a few moments to begin to like kind of solidify itself into much more solid form, but still kind of writhes in ways across its body.
One more.
If I remember right, Talas and I were like directly up at the sun, at the one thing because
Yeah. You and
That's
Talas
shrinking it.
are
You'd be
up
like-
by the crystals.
Yeah, you'd be
me
like
and
over here. Yeah.
me and Ixbanor are close together.
I'd say like back here for the other pair. We'll say it like this.
Okay.
And there's the thing in the center right now. Let's just. Anyway, so as the thing kind of like almost seemingly finishes to a degree its solidification, this kind of like screeching voice kind of comes out of it. You travelers, warriors, are you prepared?
Prepared for what?
Message. Herald.
Oh, are you from the Dread Army?
I am Herald.
No.
For your message.
No, great. I'm just gonna aim my gun at it. All right. Spit it out.
don't say that.
It should arrive. It'll kind of hold its arms out and then kind of move them down as this kind of black circle of its own essence kind of begins to kind of form into what looks to be some kind of magical circle around it that begins to glow with a kind of purple light as it kind of forms this black ooze from its own body. The entire thing will then kind of like float down into the center of this circle as almost a kind of like flat glass in the center that'll kind of like, you kind of see it like kind of almost like the tension of a water like kind of drip for a second as it kind of forms flat. As then a kind of shadowy figure will kind of rise out of it now. This one composed completely out of black and darkness. Unlike the one before, which seemed to be almost like a liquid shape, this one is much more akin to an actual shade. A projection, perhaps. Something that is definitely not here. Doesn't have a physical form the same way before. But this form, in many ways, seems familiar to you, Umbrin. You've seen a shadow like this before. A shadow that once approached you and spoke to you before.
I was afraid of that.
Look at you. You heeded my words in a more interesting way than I could have ever imagined. Most excellent. Well, well, well. Are you ready to surrender? Your job is not complete. Your insanity will be masked. But know this. It is all for naught. It is all for us, as it is now. Those that are here. Well?
Why would we surrender? What would we be surrendering?
You have...
I am not. Sorry.
No. If you have a response. Young, wise.
I am not prepared to surrender.
Oh,
And this object is not for you.
of course it's not. It's for you. You too would cause upon yourself a grand curse. This time I am here on my own, an undying, cursed forever. You would take it just as me, A madness I did not ever imagine when I gave you the hint.
Umbrin, do you know this nerd?
Who do you think it is?
Forgive me. I am known by many titles, but you may just refer to me as what your fears are. Dread. I am death incarnate to all of your people, slaughterer of them, corrupters of your worlds, bringers of end, revenge, and anger, hatred. Many titles. The undying, the cursed. So, but you would tap into a power that would certainly destroy all of you just for some petty thought of hope? Well, I must be unfortunate to inform you, your hope is already gone. You've already failed. So why resist?
Because obviously
Our hope
you
isn't
want us
gone.
to.
Oh. I'm sorry, you've been away for some time. Your city burns. Its last remnants try to flee, but soon they will be overwhelmed and slaughtered as the rest of them. My forces have already completed their task. Now it is only merely to clean up the mess. Blood runs cold on these streets of Avanswell.
We already knew that was gonna happen.
And also, you're telling us this. Why should we even trust anything you say?
Ah. When have I lied to you? The sheer fact is, I may be your people's monster. I have never told a fib. I have never denied what I am or what I will do to them. I have never denied the great horrors I will bring upon them. The curse that is put upon me, I will put upon every last one of them. The hatred and anger of 1,000 people, of all those that your kind calls suffering.
You know, while you're here, do you mind answering a few questions? I'm curious as to what those towers were for. I take out my notebook.
Not the time. I just dropped my jacket on him.
Truly. Fascinating. Your want for information is impressive. It's almost as if, well, there's many that I've known that have asked questions like them. They have oftentimes opened the doors for my people. Still, everything will be complete soon enough, and you'll be able to see what will happen. It's strange, though. I guess you do ask the question. If these towers, this darkness would come upon us, why would things have not settled now? Something is different now. Perhaps it's the fear in your people. Perhaps it is the old king who keeps some fraction of power left over. Perhaps, though, it is your actions here that are causing something. An echo that protects the world a little bit more. Yin for yang. Opposites. Still. I gave you an option before, and you've seen so much. I'm giving you an option now. You need not join with me. But if you choose to now, you can use this great power you find, even if you do not let it corrupt you. This place could be a home to you. Perhaps even I'd let you keep a few pets here. A world away from worlds.
No dice.
Yeah. So,
I will fulfill the mission I started.
Will
I mean, sounds like an empty promise.
I have the strength. I have the willpower. I can easily call things off. You can gather up your little down below on the surface. Find a little haven for them trapped here. Of course, you'll be nothing more than a bird cage that we'd admire from afar. But the land would now be purged of what remains. Time for a rebirth.
We've seen what your rebirths look like.
I'm also not sure the city would accept new people.
It's up to you, is it not? Are you not the strongest things here?
Something like that.
Well, the strongest things that can act.
I don't know. It's kind of like forging a new path versus kind of sitting on top of a
Dumpster
raft.
fire?
Well, yeah. And it's basically the difference between trying to find new land and sitting on top of a raft while the world floods. And I think the prior option sounds better.
No, I feel like it'd just be an easier plan to deal with you.
You don't have the strength. This little bastion here is not the same. It is merely a fraction of the power you would need. Only a god can slay a god in many ways, and you do not have the strength.
Yeah, well, we're all sorts of stubborn. Anyways, do you have anything of worth to say, or are you just gonna keep gloating?
You have a interesting attitude to you. I've seen many that would say many of the same things, and most have seen their skin flayed from their bodies, and they're tormented until they finally succumbed. Their screams echo. Still, certainly speaking, an interesting choice to make here. Should I allow you lot to complete your mission here, to unhinge something that may be of interest in the end? Or should I stop you now? Choices. You do seem quite bent on attempting something heroic with what is in front of you. A foolish choice, perhaps. But still, impressive.
I don't know. From the sounds of it, what probably stronger than you were when you took up your mantle, and your mantle was, and your spark was much stronger than the spark we're gonna grab. We'll probably be fine.
Yeah, probably.
When
If you could truly win right now, you wouldn't be here gloating. You just, be doing something.
Agreed. You're starting to bore us.
Well,
Do we care if I just shoot this thing?
it seems as though I've allowed your attitude to swelter a little too long. But don't worry. There are ways to mitigate some threat that you have here. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll see how it all goes. Anyway, it has been in many ways very nice to catch up with you. I do hope that you do survive in the end. I really wouldn't want to say goodbye to the fun that you've been doing. But I'm afraid if you're going to have such an attitude, I must do a little bit more. Anyway, good luck to you. Figure will kind of fade into the shadows again, as it will begin to kind of take a form out of it. All right. So emerging from it will be beginning to take shape. Will be a massive creature, one that is huge inside.
From the blob or from the circle?
From the blob. Well, the circle is the blob in many ways, but it'll be kind of like.
I guess he did make the circle out of his body.
Yeah. I need. So I will put this on the board here, but things are happening beyond just. It's here. Sorry, I need to get out. Why are you being difficult here? Great. Thank you. Archives of Nethys is not working for me. Yay. I don't know if it's just the site or something.
It's a Gagateth.
Anyway, just. Are you going to be working?
It's working for me.
It's working for me.
Okay, this is probably under the old one. Oops, did I open something? There we go. Probably old one. No, not there. Well,
Insert Talas quip. We all gave him quips. Insert Talas quip.
Yeah, he gets quips. Talas gets some quips here. It might just be something's wrong with the page I'm trying to get to for whatever reason. Yeah. Okay, that loaded up. It was a little slow, but it loaded up. All right. Try to get this set up here quickly. I think what it is there's some stuff in here that hasn't been properly implemented from the newer stuff, from the updated stuff. Unfortunately.
Oh, like you're gonna have to, like, you thought a monster would be in there, but it's not in the foundry yet?
Its creature family is here, but when I click on the page is not found.
Oh.
It might be. Let me look up some of the old names here, because it might be what's going on is I could probably find part of it through the old stuff. Because it's another one that changed names when it came to 1E or not 1E.
Yeah, what they
updated stuff from.
What happened is what probably is happening is if you're clicking on it from the family group, it's probably linking to the old page before they updated it or something, and it's.
That's what I'm thinking.
So the name is
wrong. Yeah. Oh, that's spelling wrong.
Because I remember something kind of breaking like that with the Ophiog in a way. Because there wasn't they changed the way the Ophiog worked to just be a smaller version of another thing.
Yeah.
And it created some weirdness in their site.
That doesn't exist here. Great. I'm just. It's also I was trying to grab it in the thing. So unfortunately, this is a little more difficult than I would have liked. But I think I've got what I need here just to set it up basically. So I'll just throw something together quickly, and hopefully it'll be fine. Oh, there it is. Hey, cool. You're in here. Awesome. Thanks. That's not what it is. I always have to remember how to switch this here. It's me every time I'm trying to set up a quick token that I need an image for, because I didn't have the image earlier. Always I forget how to set it up. Oh, there it is. Every time, I'm so forgetful on this entire thing. I don't know what it is.
I really hope they add a drag and drop feature for like things like tokens and stuff, and it just figures it out automatically.
That would be the best if they had a drag and drop. Because that's what fights me so much in my brain so many times.
No, I agree. Like the fact that you have to like add the file, then select the file, then go to the image, and then select the image file. It's like
Anyway,
a pain.
Hey, this thing will show up here. Don't mind that for a second there. That's gonna be forming out of the darkness. Anyway,
What, the scallop?
So
Is that Krampus?
it kind of looks like Krampus. I'm not going to lie.
He's gonna give us skull.
No, he's gonna beat us with his broomstick.
Oh.
I mean, I guess if you want to roll Arcana or Religion, maybe you'll know something about that.
I can give it a shot.
These would
My
both
Arcana's not
seem
great because not big on magic, but
Well, I have a plus 21 to
Uh,
religion, so.
I also have a super high Arcana.
damn, 37.
Well,
Damn, 32.
Joe will get it.
Yeah.
Technically, you've got some unspecified Thor Ixbanor that you'll manage to get. This is a creature made of shade and negative energy, and like the negative kind of energies itself. You'll recognize that. It is a true threat if you could ever hear about one. Anyway, Umbrin, you will recognize it as hearing about stories about nightmare creatures that are pure malevolences of the netherworld and the void, of nothingness themselves. This is probably one of the lesser of those beings. Skever. It's Sykever. Anyway, they're horrific. And it's standing there in front of you. It seems to be kind of there. And as it kind of begins to make movements that would be certainly aggressive, the entire thing that you are in will once again shake. As in a much more impressive than you thought it would be, the walls over here will burst open as a massive dragon will come through, ramming into this thing and dragging it through a gigantic hole over here. As the entire area you're in now begins to shudder and start collapsing. The sun is now compromised, as the dragon has now taken on the horrific monstrosity that was summoned in the middle of this area. I just wanted to put the token together. You didn't really need the token here. Well, I didn't
Calder?
want you fighting a level 15 thing.
Grab the rock. We gotta go.
Calder, you have to toss me.
I pick him up and I just chuck him at the stone.
Better yet, you're not near him.
Hey, I was down by Ixbanor. You and Talas were together.
That's right. Sorry, but better yet, I am going to use my.
Well, before that,
thing.
I do need something from all of you. I do need, let's just start simply, give me a, let's say it's just a reflex save. A reflex save because the entire structure is beginning to shake and fall apart around you.
No, my worst save.
Great.
By 1.
Talas' worst save by a good amount. Although he rolled really well.
He did roll pretty damn well. Okay, so Ixbanor, you're being tossed around. Everybody else, you're managing to maintain your footing. You see Ixbanor kind of like rolling around on the ground, like not being able to kind of keep up as this entire place is beginning to rumble. As you can feel like, it turns out the first thing probably didn't do great to this entire thing's structure as this weird thing floating in it. And the dragon deciding to help you and breaking through this thing did not do any favors for the entire structure.
Yeah, well.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use my new ability.
You see like
I mean, we'll see what
you see like a ferret just like flying around, like hopping around, like rolling around on the ground, like thump 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 thump, like god,
Calder,
I can't do this.
Grab him. I got the stone. I am going to spread out shadowy bat wings out of my back.
Blah blah blah.
And I'm gonna fly up and try to grab the stone out of there.
Okay,
Can I
Take my
attempt to
glory.
grab Ixbanor and shove him in my jacket?
sure.
I mean, you can pick up your jacket and then put.
Oh yeah, just have you in it. Like a bag.
Just like it's like scooping up a pet in a jacket or something like that. It's like he's still kind of like probably like squirming a little bit because he was like trying to like maintain himself in this like bouncing around area, and he's like,
I'm going to be honest. After he said he dropped the jacket on me, I just pictured myself poking out of his sleeve.
Come on, we gotta go.
All right. The thing is still connected by one kind of tendril. Remember.
Yeah. Well, no time to dispel. Shoot it.
On it.
Okay.
I will try a shot.
Okay.
Where is my ranged strike? There you are.
Okay, you will definitely miss with that one.
I don't know if I should go ahead and re-roll it.
That wouldn't do anything. Sorry, I just clicked that because I was like,
It
oh, I
might
could
be
do. Then I
worth it
realized.
right now.
wait,
Yeah.
I doubt
fuck
it has. I doubt it has a.
You're busy with some stuff over here.
But if I attempt it, I'll be on map, so the likelihood of me hitting is low. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, better roll. But
Yeah.
it's still kind of it like the bullet like deflects off. You don't get a good shot on, so it's like you can hit it, but you don't like hit it in a way that like it actually does major amounts of damage.
God damn it.
Okay, fine. I'm just pissed off. I am going to do. Oh wait. Oh, it has to be a creature.
For what?
Doesn't have
Shadow
to be a
Blast.
creature. Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't say it has to be a creature.
The blast deals 68 the damage your choice to each creature in the area.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
each
each
creature.
creature.
Damn it.
I could just take a shot on map. I could reload and take another one. It's plus 18, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get better than a 4.
The answer is no. You got a 2.
I wouldn't. Damn, a 1, a 2, and a 4. Why am I rolling like
Let
this?
me see something else.
Do you have
Spells.
needle darts? Needle darts might be good.
No, I don't have needle darts.
Damn.
Where is it, by the way? So where would Talas have to get to?
Talas is next to it. This is Talas was at I thought the last one. Weren't you?
No.
No, we
everyone
got-
attack-
We got the second to the last.
Oh, so that's over. It's like
Yeah.
up here then. I'd say. I think you went around like the entire thing. Let's say clockwise. So it's like up at the top.
Okay. That would be 2 movement. Although he can then. Yeah, so he'll move up and he can move up and attack it.
I'll kind of rush in and try to like hit it then too. Hurry it up! Okay. Alright. Talas could
That's terrible.
yeah. Unfortunately, also has a problem kind of getting a good shot on it. Like, just doesn't
Okay,
get a good
I'm gonna
angle.
try this then.
Wait, why am I over here now?
I don't know.
I'm gonna do a spiritual
Oh,
weapon.
Oh, you're
Because
selecting
I'm
both
selecting
people.
both.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I figured it out.
Yeah, I'm assuming
I
I'm
had
kind of
both
in
selected.
the middle here at the moment.
Yeah, you're up at the middle and at the top there.
Yeah. But I'm gonna summon a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I'm gonna say change of plans. Throw me at the new pillar. At the
Well,
pillar.
I'm vaguely doing this by rounds, so Umbrin's got the last thing because honestly speaking, it's
I
where
know.
you kind of lost around there, because stuff will happen every
yeah.
kind of turn.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
you'll
mean,
hit it with
yeah.
your spiritual weapon. Get some damage in on the structure that's holding it in place.
What do you have? Does it attack as part of the?
No, it costs 2 and then 1 to attack.
Okay.
Because you did technically fly up to it as well.
Oh shit.
When you cast a spell, the weapon pierce next chosen foe within range makes a strike. No, when you cast a spell, you do get a
Oh, it
first
does.
yeah,
strike.
Okay,
does.
it
Yeah.
does.
And when you
make one
sustain, it does get a strike. So you would have been able to like fly up and get one hit on it.
Okay.
So it'll kind of smack into it as it kind of like it does some damage and kind of cracks some things, but it still maintains. Sparks of energy come off of it. Does seem like, definitely speaking, doing this without dispelling may have some side effects. You can definitely see that. Just gonna say that. Anyway, so
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a chance to dispel it. I'd need to roll a critical success to dispel this effect with a lower level spell slot.
Yeah.
okay. So we're having two things happen at the end of the round. The first thing is the black horrific portal that the monstrous being came out of that the dragon is currently fighting is still doing stuff. Effectively, what's going to happen right now is it will lash out 2 tendril attacks at Umbrin. I am going to roll some d20s here.
Oh, that's not good.
Aha! I bet you regret being the hero now.
Take that, idiot. How dare you do something good?
Hey, I planned to do it, but then you're like, no, I got this.
Um.
Well, I also have a higher AC than you.
Very true.
There's the. Okay, that didn't work. Slash R.
Where is your
Sorry. Got the slash R. Wait.
Yeah, you do have a higher AC. Not by as much as I thought, though.
I'm just gonna roll 2 d20s because it's fighting with me. All right. So let's see what I roll. A 2. That's definitely not going to hit you. A 1. That's definitely not going to hit you either. So as you're kind of like up there, these horrific like shadow tendrils that are kind of like they're again, it's similar to before, except these are kind of like almost like oozing up from the ground, that kind of like pool that the original being kind of create out of it. So they kind of like almost fall in on each other as they roll out at you, very liquid like, kind of almost try to strike and grab at your legs, but you manage to like kind of like basically keep away for now.
Keep away.
So, Umbrin, fortunately, you don't have to do anything about this because of your positioning. But everyone else, because you're down on the ground right now, is going to have to give me a fortitude save. Right.
Yeah, that's good.
28. And I need one from Talas.
Yep.
Okay, Talas will be failing here
Takes
too.
me a second. Takes me a second to open up new sheets.
Yeah. So,
I could do
as-
grit and tenacity, but that's once per hour. I'll take it.
as the ground kind of continues to crack and stuff, a massive blast kind of fills the bottom area of here that you kind of like, you're almost like, it's not something you can really dodge out of the way of, so you're kind of like, kind of stowing yourself against as this like immense heat begins to kind of engulf the lower area down here at the ground level. You do remember, in between the crystal, you saw like roving fires and stuff like that. Turns out, it's kind of, the sun part of this sun is being unleashed a little bit on you all. So I'm going to roll some damage, and everybody with Talas will take half. And this will be fire-based damage if you have any resistance or immunity to it. Anyway, 28. I rolled very well. Ouch.
Yeah.
So half of
Talas
that
will take
if you made your
full.
forts. I guess Talas will be able to fail. Yeah. No, Calder, you took half.
Also, I need to subtract because Talas has technically resistance to fire.
Yeah, that helps right now. As like you can kind of see like the entire area now is like sweltering down where you are. It's like it feels awful down here. As you can kind of see in the cracks forming in the floor, like little sparks of fire coming out. As you can kind of see this entire area is becoming very unstable very quickly.
In a game, I just have to say this. Now you guys know what it feels like.
You flew up. You're technically away from this, though this entire area will probably feel that heat eventually, at least the initial
Yeah,
blast.
but no, I had to walk through fire and stick my hand in a flaming lava pit.
You did have the
You
lava.
chose to do.
You made choices to do that. No. Had to. Alright. So it's round 2. What are you all doing?
I'm casting haste on Calder.
Tight. I'm quickened. I will use that hasted action to take another shot. To just break the goddamn thing so we can get out.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
That'll hit.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Regular hit or crit?
Ooh, I think that is a regular hit, as I recall. If I'm misremembering my AC from last time, apologies, but I'm remembering the AC we gave it last time was.
Let's scroll up a lot. So yeah, it was a regular hit.
I think this is what I'm just saying about it. I think I gave it a 32.
40 was a crit last time.
Oh, was it crit last time? So I guess
Yeah, because I also rolled a 17 on that.
Then maybe I gave it. I was thinking 32. Maybe I gave it a 30 on that one. Okay, that's fine then. Critical damage. Okay.
Bang.
Cool. All right.
Wow, that's some of the best damage I could roll.
All right.
Holy
The
crap.
cracks in it are becoming like incredibly like. Unlike before, it seems to still be protected a little bit and still functioning, as if the resistance and the energy that you were dispelling has kept it around, but it does seem like you've done severe amounts of damage this entire section that's left, the last little bit here. The sparks of energy you saw before are now becoming incredibly powerful, as it feels as though, like, something is just going to, like, you know, some kind of power is whelming up, almost.
You also might want to start moving towards the hole.
Yeah, I don't know if I should just have Talas make the last hit while I take Ixbanor and try and get out.
You can have Talas make it.
There are two holes in the structure, I can say, that you do see, as it looks as though the gigantic fire dragon has basically almost melted a hole through the entire thing here. As you can kind of see the crystals almost kind of like dripping and melting, and that's kind of what was keeping the two holes shut. But it does mean that, like, you probably couldn't walk out there as you'd walk on, like, molten crystal a little bit. But it's a big hole you could fly and or fall out of. Possibly.
Last
Oh, you
action.
say.
By the way, I do have technically one more action.
Yeah.
Force Barrage.
So you're
Single.
taking another shot.
Ooh.
Woo!
Yeah. Just a single.
Yeah.
Rather than,
A little bit more crack.
Because
Pretty good
one
hit, though.
action. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a Talas hit once and then start running. If I need to still hit, I can sustain my spell.
Okay.
True. Tell me, GM, how many feet do you fall per round?
An amount. You would also need to make a check to basically clear the tunnel, because the tunnel isn't straight down, it's at an angle. So you kind of like make an arced jump. You think you could, with a good enough jump, maybe you could clear it without, you know, landing in the molten walls of the crystal area there, which would probably be pretty awful. You know, but
So like an acrobatics or athletics.
I think that's athletics for a good jump.
Yeah, athletics for a jump. Well, hey, thank God my boots of bounding give me a +2.
Yeah.
Let's see. How high up are we? Do we know that?
Maybe by this point 1,000 feet.
Good, because you fall 500 feet in the first round, so I'm gonna pray to God that Ixbanor can cast fly before we splatter on the pavement. Come on, we gotta go.
Is the question.
I do not.
Aw, man.
We'll see how this goes. I hope
And
you can
I-
have us fly.
And I took my fly off my list. because
No,
I had
that
the wing.
sucks.
Well, I guess if you want to make that athletics check, we'll see how well you clear the entire thing, too.
Yeah, fair. But then we're gonna splatter. I pray the dragon will grab us.
It may be busy.
Or maybe Talk went and got the flying machine.
It's possible that, you know what? Fuck it. I trust Talk. Come on, Ixbanor. I'm gonna grab him and start just fucking running for the hole.
Mhm.
I will attempt in athletics here. Would it be a long jump? I guess it doesn't matter too much because the check will still be the same.
Yeah.
Please, boots of bounding. I have a
Now
23.
I wish I would have told you to not use your reroll.
That's pretty good. A 35 is pretty good.
35.
So you will manage to basically clear the tunnel. You'll kind of like do this kind of long jump. So you're kind of like, it's that kind of thing of like the entire thing is a diagonal. So you jump up in such a way that you like, you're barely missing the top part of it, so you can see there's kind of like these little drips of like molten crystal coming down from above you. So you can feel the heat as probably like a couple like hairs on the top of your head get singed off, you know, like that are like sticking out of your mask. You're like, as you can like feel like the heat on almost like scraping against your head as you kind of then like move on this arced angle down this tunnel that drag and kind of burst through from the bottom through. As then you begin to plummet parallel to this gigantic tower.
So, you fall 500 feet in the first round and 1,500 feet each round after.
Yep.
So we'll find out what happens the next round as the two of you are plummeting. Anyway, I guess Talas is making an attack and then jumping out or something too, maybe?
Yeah.
we're jumping
yeah, I
on
guess
Tomato
so.
Town. I know Talas has to have a really good to hit. Maybe not quite as good as mine. I don't know if he gets
his
Master
is-
as a champion. He might get Expert.
His is 21. What's yours?
I just checked.
Mine is 23. But
So it's not bad.
yeah, I get Master. I think he gets Expert.
Fortunately,
'Cause I'm
he'll try to smack it and miss it.
I'm gonna
Damn.
have him use his
He'll like kind
reroll
of
there.
okay. Again, it's that kind of deflect off of it.
We're all rolling so low.
Mhm.
I mean, we were rolling. I got like. a
Oh
one
my
or two.
gosh! What's with
See?
this?
Again,
2 and a 4.
the fours.
Damn.
I guess I'll attack it with map.
Yeah.
He technically
Yeah.
can hit it. You just have to roll like an 18.
Yeah.
And he
Um,
did.
He did roll high enough to then hit it.
Or 14, not 18.
Yeah.
So roll
Thank
some
God.
damage.
2 damage.
13's very good. So, Talas will like try to hit it once, kind of deflect off, and then kind
Also,
of like
before he does that, he raises his shield.
yeah. It might be useful because then he'll kind of swing back on it, like he'll kind of like pick up his shield as he kind of like his first attack kind of missed. He's like, "All right, fine," and kind of like gets in his normal position and smacks into it as there's this kind of like echoing kind of shatter down the entire thing as this explosion of energy fills the room. 2 of you don't have to worry about this. You are currently plummeting. Anyway, I will need reflex saves from Talas and Umbrin. Just to begin with. All right then.
Ugh.
That's
oh,
rough.
hey, that wasn't terrible for how bad his reflex is.
If that's a regular fail, you might be fine. If that's a crit fail, you might want to think about re-rolling.
Well, I don't know what it is until.
I will be saying
know.
that currently speaking, it is a failure for both of you.
Well, Talos doesn't have a
I'll just
reroll,
take it.
so
Okay, cool. Give me a
I
second.
might
here.
need that reroll for something else, and I'm at
Yeah.
4 HP, so.
That's fair.
All
Yeah, good
right.
point.
Anyway, I'm gonna roll some massive amounts of damage because this explosion was not pleasant. 71 points of damage to both of you.
Jesus
Holy
Christ!
This will be also force damage, may I note.
Hey, hey, thank God.
Uh,
yeah. So no
let me
resistance.
look up. I
thank
think
God
there
you're full
actually
HP.
are limits to like what you can block with this shield.
There are. You don't have a spell guard, and you don't have a feat that. At least I assume you didn't take it. You can only block physical damage, not
Yeah.
magical.
The entire
Yeah,
thing is
actually, I
a
think I made a
massive
mistake
feedback
during
that
the
kind of
fire
just
attack, but oh well.
blasts out the entire thing.
That was 1 point more than half my health.
It was good thing that you got rid of some of these before you broke them, because it would have added more D10s if you broke them all at once. This was the minimum you could do if you just broke it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm at 69 out of
It was not meant to be a
140.
good idea to just do raw break it.
Like, here's the thing though. Literally, I would have had a crit succeed to dispel this
I
last
have
one
one
because
dispel too, but it's only at level 2.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
have been
no,
impossible for you at that
no,
point.
that is actually impossible. I think.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to shoot it, but I
Yeah.
can't roll higher than a 5.
Yeah. Anyway,
you can only dispel up to 2 levels
so Umbrin,
higher than the spell slot.
as you kind of blast out, you're up there and next to it as like the energy and like the shards of what this once kind of containment just dissipate. They turn into pure energy and just blast into you as this kind of like glowing sphere begins to kind of fall down and kind of actually like almost like float down.
I'm gonna grab it and fly the hell out of here.
All right, I need you to make me a will save if you grab it directly.
Have anything I can grab it in?
It is emanating horrible amounts of divine power that is now unleashed. You can definitely sense it is raw divine energy in many ways.
I think Ixbanor has the bag.
Yeah. Well, he has the bag, but
you might actually. You have your backpack, right?
Yeah, I could try to catch it and scoop it in my backpack.
I'd say give me an acrobatics if you want to do that, just to maneuver your backpack to get it. That's more than just grabbing it.
Well, I get plus 16.
Okay. It'll kind of start floating down and be about halfway down to the strange blob down below. Floating towards that.
I'm actually gonna re-roll that because I need to get this thing.
Okay. Hey.
Nice.
Good.
There we go.
So you'll be able to scoop it up. You definitely are. I'm going to tell you now, you still will have to give me a will save just at a much lower DC because it's still having an effect on you.
Yeah.
You're just not direct contact with it.
I figured that might still just be better, though.
It is, in fact, better. But it's a 3, so still lesser effect. Anyway, you are feeling completely drained by this being on your presence. It is like an energy source that you cannot comprehend, and though it's like as long as you're in contact with it, you effectively will have currently, because you failed your save, a drained 5, so pretty severe.
Dear God.
It's like it's having a very negative effect on your entire being kind of currently. It is a power imbalance that you are feeling directly. Anyway, I'm gonna roll something here. Okay.
And I'm down to 14 hit points.
Okay. All right.
Well, can I try to fly away?
Oh, sure. Yes. You do have your maneuver to fly away. Then too. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably.
I just realized I have success to crit success on reflex saves. I should not have taken that 14 damage.
Ooh.
Oh.
That might help.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When the
Thank you,
ground
Blast
comes
Dodger.
up.
What?
Don't worry. I actually have a plan.
Please tell me you have blast back or something. Because we're about to become grease
this
smear.
This is gonna be a lot more hilarious.
Did I have? I still should have more than one action, right?
I will say you at least spent an action grabbing the sphere. So
Technically, yeah.
you
Talas
will,
is the only one.
50
you can move down the entire thing. Talas is still standing there. So anyway,
Run! I'm yelling behind me.
anyway,
He
I'm
used all his actions to break the thing.
I know. I'm just yelling run.
Yep.
let's just do this.
I'm at 14
here.
HP. I can't stay in
All
there.
right. So Talas will take a smack from one of the tendrils that were coming out of there and take 18 damage.
Oh, you can take it.
Yeah. Because the tendrils really wanted this Umbrin, but he left.
Yeah, if it would have hit me, I would have probably went down.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be death.
So you're in the tunnel. He's there. So the tunnel. Give me a reflex save than Umbrin. Not going to be. It's different. It is something different than Talas because you're in the tunnel right now. So please.
I'm also flying. Remember?
You are flying, which does help a lot too.
So you're going down the tunnel instead of out the hole?
Oh, I would have went out the hole.
I was assuming out the hole, which was kind of a tunnel through the entire
Okay.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Okay.
thinking he was doing. I thought that's what he was doing, but that does sound
Yeah,
like
that's what I
we
was
should
doing.
specify. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on, man. You don't want to hit the ground with us?
So
Well,
with
I'm
the stabilization, blobs of molten crystal are now kind of flopping around and kind of stuff like this. So you will get hit by a little bit of them, but it's not nearly as bad as it would be for good old Talas. But you'll be taking half
considering I'm
damage
at
of this.
14 health.
Hey, you take 5 then.
Oh.
You are on. You're just like some
I'm
like
at 9.
you have some like molten like crystal kind of hits your shoulder and kind of burns it. You manage to dodge out of the way. Like one of it like hits your shadowy wings and you still feel it or something like too. And you're like, oh god, it's me. Anyway, Talas, poor Talas. So, can he give me? I guess. Let's call it an athletics check for what's going to happen here.
Okay.
Cool.
37. That's pretty
good. So, this is basically now Talas is no longer going to be in the structure, as the structure now begins to break apart more, and the floor that you were on begins to basically not be floor anymore. But he is sticking with his piece of floor. Successfully. Which means he's going down. Not by choice. But he's riding it.
He's surfing on a rock.
He's surfing on a rock down to the ground.
Yeah.
Anyway. You basically can so Calder and Ixbanor, you can see blasts of energy kind of moving out and like kind of hitting into parts of the city, as it seems like the shadow creature is doing a massive battle with the dragon somewhere above you. Massive like line of fiery energy kind of moves out along with these kind of dark blasts of lightning which kind of tear apart the sphere, as everything here seems to be going unstable now. The sphere itself is breaking apart. It's beginning to kind of break apart and shatter, and it looks like it might be raining down on the city below you in mere moments at this point in time. And you're still technically under it. Technically. Anyway, I guess we'll go in order of what everybody was doing. What are the two of you doing? You're halfway to the ground.
I just have many.
I
regrets.
open my bag of holding and say, "Get in, get in,
The glider. The glider.
I'm gonna try and get in the bag.
Why did you ruin it?" And then I pull out the glider. The one that we made for me sessions ago.
Okay, I think you need a
It's like
check
that
to
scene
get
in
to this.
Monsters Inc. where they need to get through the door before it slams into the ground.
So I need some kind of check to get in that bag quickly and efficiently. I'm just gonna say.
May I justify athletics for climbing?
I was going to say acrobatics because it's kind of squeezing into a thing.
That's fine too.
Yeah.
So
well,
it is a medium-sized bag of holding, I will say.
yes, which means its entrance can stretch enough to get someone into, but it's still kind of
He's
tiny.
contorting in midair to get
Yeah,
into a bag.
I'm okay with either. If you want to say acrobatics, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead. Acrobatics. See if you can
Oh, boy.
contort to a bag. 36
Nice.
is actually a damn good check. All right. So these, as you kind of are both twisting and turning in the air, falling out of this thing, you just see like you kind of yell, "Get in the bag!" As you see like you kind of like crawl into it as best as you can, going into this weird like void area where you see and hear nothing, and there is nothing around you, and you like it is probably the most disconcerting thing you've encountered. And you've encountered a lot of disconcerting things hanging out with these guys.
True.
I did. Mhm. Yeah. You should have air for about 10 minutes.
What? Close enough.
There's just so many regrets going through my head. I close my eyes because I think this is where I die. I think like my luck has run out at this point, and I'm about to become a stain on the concrete.
Well, you're no longer falling. You are now just floating in a void of nothingness. So like,
Oh, so I'm already dead. I hit the ground.
I've already hit the ground. I didn't get in. It was just voices that Ixbanor was telling me.
It was all just a last-minute death fantasy. That's GG.
So, want some kind of check
Wait.
to use the glider correctly, but I don't know what that would be.
Piloting.
Sure.
Actually, so, hold on, I can...
It's either piloting, lore, or nature for
I
the
wanna
glider.
switch this one. I want to switch this one.
Okay, do you want to know what's really funny? I actually forgot to mention this. I increased my intelligence, meaning I got a new skill. I picked nature.
Oh, thank
because
God.
of the glider.
It is still DC to pilot a glider with nature. It is still DC 16. You might still mess it up.
I have a plus 15.
Yeah, but if you're not 1, that's GG.
I know. So basically,
Well, yeah, but I mean that he has a
You know, high chance,
19 out of
95%
20,
chance.
Yeah.
so
It's kind of like you just see this, like, you know, like all of a sudden the glider get out and like Ixbanor is like struggling with getting it going, just to kind of like get it like to catch the wind as it's then plummeting. That's 23.
that's technically enough. It's just a DC 15 to control it.
Okay.
Yeah, DC.
All right.
Thank God.
So you're beginning to get control of it, the glider, but you really haven't caught like the wind go. You're kind of like still like you're trying to begin to like get out of the plummet as you're kind of like beginning to air out. So we'll have to see another round to see how well you can get out of this area here, because you're still technically not out of the area with giant horrible mounts of crystal falling down on you.
That's a good point. You can have me make checks to like dodge things.
Yeah. All right. So, Umbrin, as you're in this tunnel as the entire structure around you is beginning to now collapse. It's sort of like you no longer see sight of Talas. You just see like the tunnel behind you basically crumbling down on itself. You already hit with some of like the burning, you know, like stuff, and now like the ceiling is coming in on you at this burnt tunnel.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue flying.
As you kind of like burst forward through there. I will need... Is there like a flying check just in case? I just want to know if there was like a check for that.
There are you can make an acrobatics check to maneuver in flight.
But give me an acrobatics check. Let's see how well you do. I just want to kind of check to see how well you maneuver here. When you okay, it wasn't going to be like, it's going to be like glider level of difficulty. So you're doing an okay job. You'll kind of burst out, but you're like the angle that you're going in means that you're kind of like diving straight down a little bit, as you know the entire thing is kind of like you basically have to kind of like do that entire thing where you put yourself into like almost free fall briefly to kind of like get out down through there as the entire thing is now collapsing and crumbling out of you. You'll have a much easier job probably getting out of this area than an Ixbanor, but we'll have to see what's going for that one. Does Talas have any way of surviving falling?
I don't think so. Is the
I
issue.
doubt it.
I've been looking.
I mean, the only thing I can say in his favor is his tenacity.
Mm-hmm. So the thing is, he isn't technically falling right now. Okay. Here's what I can say Talas could try to do. And this might be... There's some ideas I have. Do you have any ideas for any of that here? So, I'm telling you, he is in a collapsing structure. Like, the bottom floor in the area you went kind of almost collapsed first, but the entire crystal sphere is now collapsing kind of around him. So he's, like, falling down with giant chunks of, like, crystal and stuff, with blasts of heat and fire kind of all around him. But he's basically riding a giant chunk of material falling down to the ground.
Okay.
And below them is the tower and the city.
So, he has a rope and grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
That might be tough.
Uh,
that might be a tough
well,
throw.
here's my yeah, I mean, the idea being, oh gosh, something I was, he also has Titan Wrestler. I'm not sure that would come in handy.
It's more for like grappling and tripping.
Yeah.
I know.
Now, I will say for the rope and grappling hook, he technically will be plummeting into / by a giant tower.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking, like, he could, like, try and, like, latch onto the tower somehow and swing into the tower and take less falling damage.
That would not necessarily be a terrible idea, to use the tower to, in a way, break his fall.
Oh, I still wish I would have thought about that.
What, Talas?
No,
At all?
Well, I could have tried to put a little doorway right on underneath him, and then both of us just get into it.
Oh, that would have been smart.
Give me perception.
We can't think. We can't
Give me
think of
perception,
everything.
Umbrin. Maybe you see him. I'll give you a chance to maybe notice that he's there.
Nice.
You see a Talas riding a piece of like things near you. You know, you're probably like you could probably maneuver over to him if you wanted to, or start maneuvering to him. Like you've now emerged from the thing. We were kind of telling about it. Rather than kind of heading outside of it, if you wanted to, you could maneuver towards him to try to maybe help him out.
Yeah, I will start maneuvering towards him.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Ixbanor, I'm going to need a piloting check from you as debris is beginning to kind of collapse down around you. Give me that pilot check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it takes 10 minutes to cast a little doorway. Damn it.
Oh. Yeah, you definitely don't have that kind of time.
No, but I also could do like a wall of stone or something.
Wait, what did you want me to do?
Make a
Piloting.
check maneuvering your glider.
Okay.
There's giant chunks of debris kind of trying to fall on you and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, let me look up the driving rules as well.
Okay. Immune to critical hits, object immunities, precision damage, weakness fire 5. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Subsystems vehicles.
Yeah. Because that was not a good roll.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna.
That barely clears.
Well, it'd be good. It's a
Okay.
good roll for driving it,
I'm
not
gonna
for
be-
avoiding giant falling debris. I'll say.
Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. It's I'm just trying to see if there's anything about do obstacles reckless. Okay, so it'd probably be reckless piloting. Following effects resolve piloting checks for resolving the action itself. Okay, so basically I have to make, so if I'm doing something weird, I basically have to make a piloting check succeed, and then I get to make another check. So you can have me make like a reflex or a or something else to like do the weird thing. So the piloting check is required to
Gotcha.
actually be able to attempt things.
Then give me a. Got you. So okay. That's good to understand there too. So you've made your successful pilot check to try to maneuver it. I want you then to give me a. Why don't we actually stick with a reflex? There are giant chunks of falling material coming towards you. You're trying to interweave amongst them. No. Reflex is a part. Let's do acrobatics. That seems more appropriate. Like an
Okay.
actual skill check on this one to try to like maneuver amongst the rocks.
22, not great.
Not great at all. All right. Unfortunately, it looks like you're going to take some hits to the entire glider. We'll see how well this does. I will roll the dice that I was going to roll for falling debris. I don't think looking at your hit points this will be enough to break it, but it might do some damage. It's the first one. So 14. Your glider takes a big hit, but still functioning, just barely.
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Let me look at this.
Gliders have a max HP of 16 and a broken
so
threshold of 8.
It is broken, meaning DCs are now at a +5.
Yeah. So it's more difficult, but it's still functioning. As you took like a big hit there trying to maneuver out, but you are getting out of the area. It looks like you're pretty close to it.
Yeah, I just wanted to look up what happens when a vehicle breaks. That's what I was looking
Umbrin,
up.
Talas, you're here. There's debris falling all around you. You kind of landed on the rock that Talas was on, and he's like, what do we do now?
You said there's a tower nearby?
Well, You're plummeting very close to the tower that was right below the big sphere, so yes. The big central tower of the entire city, you know? You're probably relatively near it, plummeting by it, probably at this point in time, honestly.
Would I be able to make a wall of stone off of it?
Probably? What's your plan here with this?
Trying to catch him in with the wall of stone?
Oh.
You would limit his plummeting to half the normal distance. I'm going to look up fall damage.
It's half the distance fallen is how much damage you take.
Bludgeoning
In feet.
damage.
Yeah, bludgeoning damage in feet.
He would still be dead.
Uh,
No.
is there a maximum for fall damage?
Nope.
No. There's no terminal velocity damage in this game, technically.
Well,
Okay, give me a second to keep looking this up.
If you drop 500 feet, that's 250 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, if he
Okay,
stopped
yeah.
now, that would kill Talas.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the problem. Because when I was originally moving down, I'm like, oh, liminal doorway. I'm like, oh, wait, that's 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
There is a maximum 750 damage.
Oh, only.
Only 750 damage.
What could go wrong, guys?
all right. He's already fallen quite a bit distance, I will say.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
can
probably
I try to
wouldn't do
fly
the.
up-
I probably wouldn't do the
Can I
full
try to
damage.
fly off with him?
Sure.
Yeah, so basically, no matter what, no matter
That's
how
the only
far
other
you-
thing I could think of at this point would be to
Yeah.
try to fly him away.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything else spell-wise. Because unfortunately
Yeah.
I didn't keep fly.
Because you had new fly. Better fly.
Yeah. Well, I had to fly for myself, so it's like, oh,
Well, you can try to pick him up and take him with you. I don't know your carrying capacity.
well, I have a strength of 3.
It's a pretty good strength, honestly.
I do want to say so here's the thing. Talas can literally he can't doff his armor, but he can drop his backpack and weapons.
Yeah, anything that gets broken, I can just fix
My
later.
max bulk is 13.
So a medium creature is 6 bulk, and if he drops everything, it would basically be just his armor, which is 3 bulk. So it is total 9 bulk.
What's your current bulk right now, then?
A 6 bulk.
Ooh.
I
You're-
could drop. Let me see if I drop my backpack.
Do remember that there's max bulk and encumbrance bulk are 2 different
Yeah,
things.
encumbrance is 8.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I drop my stuff as well. This sucks.
I'm honestly just going to delete that
does it help?
potion because I don't think it'll survive a fall.
Dropped.
The
Unlikely.
rest arguably can be repaired. Arguably.
Yeah, anything we break, I can fix.
Yeah.
except for people.
The only thing that's why I'm like, you know what, just drop, like, with the exception of potions, which would splatter everywhere. That's why I was all like that. I'll just delete that.
I think what I can say is, like, they don't really have rules for flying when over encumbered, but the thing is, would there is like dragging rules? I might say, like, you might be able to basically glide out while holding more than normal. Do you think that would be kind of reasonable? Because they don't talk about that kind of thing. Like, you couldn't fly with it, but you could use your wings to basically, like,
try to glide us down.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
fine with
falling,
that.
but you're doing it controlled. Yeah, because it's too much weight for you to actually, like, carry. Because I feel like that might
I'm
be
fine
something
with
you
that.
could do, but they don't talk about that. I'm trying to, like, look up stuff for, like, flying in bulk, and they don't really talk about this, unfortunately. It doesn't come up a lot.
Okay, so actually, there are kind of rules. So it reduces your other speeds, and this, like, things that reduce your speed will reduce your other speeds as well. And flying requires you to keep moving.
Yeah, as long as
More
you keep
information.
moving, you're okay. You just take a -10 to your speed since you'd be encumbered.
Yeah.
But I think if you are, what happens if you reach max bulk?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think about here. For, like...
Oh, it just says you can't. If you're dragging something, treat its bulk as half.
That's what I was saying, kind of maybe, like, we could do, because they don't have rules for flying with bulk, we could do, like, it's like, you can't make, you could maybe, like, do horizontal movement and kind of almost glide down using your wings instead of, like, flying with it, but you're falling, but, like, cutting the air, but you're, like, I was thinking kind of like that, like, I'm not able to, like, necessarily, like, lift you very well, but I can maybe, like, glide us out of here, rather than fly us out of here. Because you can glide on wings. So that's why I'm trying to think about, like, would that
I'm
work?
fine with that.
I don't think there's rules for this entire thing. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I think is bad is if you, drop to 0, which I think is technically what happens if you, over-encumber yourself. You drop to 0 speed, but it's not really clear. It just says you can't, which I assume means you can't do anything.
You can't carry, hold, or carry more bulk than 10 plus your strength modifier. Yeah.
So effectively, actually, what that basically says is he wouldn't be able, unless he picks it up, and he wouldn't be able to carry Talas.
It doesn't really talk about it very well.
But yeah, if you want to call it dragging, you can.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Is there really isn't? If you're you use flash as 0 hop in space. If you're airborne and your turn to use flash, that's round. So if you use a fly to fly your speed. Again, it's just something they don't talk about very much.
They did say there was more in the tactical movement section. I was trying to figure out where that was.
Yeah, I'm trying to look this up too. Hey, we found a weird problem.
421. Oh, that is right here. Where is?
Yeah, I mean, if I drop my backpack, that would take me to 3 bulk.
I'm just trying to look at her. Yeah. Well, that would then I think between if both of you drop backpacks and Talas drops his weapons, you'd be you'd be at 3 bulk. He would be at a total of I think 9 bulk, which would be enough. We estimated. So that would be enough at that point in time. We wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I tell him to grab onto me because... Oh, wait, I can't drop the backpack, though.
Oh, because it's got the item.
I have the orb.
Here we
Can
go.
you throw the orb to Ixbanor?
Fly
nowhere
or
near
fly
them.
Action. Hold on.
You're nowhere near it
Yeah.
at this point in time.
Yeah, that's true.
And the thing is, the backpack itself is 3 bulk.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. There's a fly action. I just realized.
Yeah,
There is
you,
an-
it just says you like fly up to your fly speed.
Which
Yeah.
is 25 feet from me. Because it's equal to my land speed.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use an action to hover in place. Oh yeah, and if you didn't use the fly this action this round, you fall. Okay. So it seems that oh, okay. So technically, you can hover in place even if you don't have even if your speed is reduced to like 5, which is the maximum bulk can reduce you to. But here's the thing.
Okay, wait.
He-
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get
Could
him
I
out of his armor?
Well, I was gonna say, can I use telekinetic hand to hold the sphere and then drop my backpack?
Because the reason he's 9 is because he couldn't drop his armor.
Yeah. But my other thing is, I could, if I could use telekinetic hand to hold the sphere.
How many actions would that be then?
That's 2 for telekinetic hand.
I mean, you could start flying away, but you would have to worry about the fact that you would not get you would have to deal with a lot of the falling debris at that point because you wouldn't be able to fly away quick. I kind of would say, you know.
Can he break his armor to get it off quickly?
Theoretically.
Because basically the whole thing is that armor takes a minute to remove.
Yeah, donning and removing armor.
It's a minute. I looked it up.
Quickly.
It just says it's a minute.
Yeah, I know. Removing
Oh, yeah.
armor. Pathfinder 2. I'm seeing if there's anybody talked about this one at all.
I mean,
Yeah.
because I know there's a feat that lets you don or doff it quicker, I think.
Yeah.
There is. It's called Armor Assist.
Oh yeah, it requires someone else.
Only, I mean, Guardians are pretty fast with it, but he's a champion.
Yeah. I mean, like, if he basically, like, what kind of armor does he have?
Plate.
It's hard to, like, say, like, if you cut, like, cutting straps, so that's still hard to remove very quickly. Yeah.
I mean, I have a breastplate. If I took that off, it would be 2 bulk, but
Again, all armor takes 1 to get
Yeah.
off. So 1 minute to get off, so you'd have to break it.
Yeah.
yeah, mine's a +1 resilient.
I have magical crafting. I can repair magic armor.
But it's still, like,
Yeah, I mean, I do too.
there isn't good rules for suddenly breaking your own armor, you know, though, either, too.
Yeah.
That's true, because the only class that can really do that is Guardian. They have an action that breaks their own armor. Broken armor just means you don't get its AC benefits.
Well, the idea is to break it so you can take it off easily. That's the whole point.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like, hold on. I'm looking up. I'm gonna see GM. Or where is materials? I want to see, like. Okay.
We want to take our break here while we try to
Yeah,
figure this
Yeah,
out.
we've been kind of hitting our heads against this here, so why don't we do that? Sorry, I was trying to think about some other options as we were talking about here too. So let me stop this one here for now. As we're plummeting. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll. Oh yeah, I see what I did there. We'll be back after snack, drink, bathroom break, and we'll figure out what's going on. Maybe we'll think about it here too, because like it is quick thinking, but
There are
like
rules for breaking armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
look at
so
it.
I
Figure it
imagine
out.
his armor is because his armor is steel, or was his armor made of a
It's-
precious material?
It's
Well,
it's
I'll
just
put us on.
it's just iron. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 36 HP, 18
Yes.
break.
All right, we would.
And a 20 survival.
Yeah.
with decent nature and survival over there. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Okay, I think we figured out the plan for what's going on here. It did take a minute to figure out, again, this is like a weird circumstance where we have to get out of here. So, Talas is throwing away all his gear and trying to cut his armor off very quickly. So I will need a check to cut the armor away and break it away, so he no longer has armor and he's just a man in his shield.
You might want to put the music back on too.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. I'll switch off the music we had here and back to this one here. The very intense, like the sky is falling around you and you're trying to maneuver around everything,
You said athletics?
I think we said athletics for the breaking the armor. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, we decided on athletics at the end.
We were talking about it, yeah.
He already used his reroll.
Did he?
Yep.
Ah, okay. Well, he's still got armor on then. So, he's having trouble getting it off. Definitely.
Well,
What's your plan, Umbrin? Talas is having trouble with this.
that's unfortunate.
Now, I do have a question. How many turns until they hit the ground?
Like, 2? I could say 1, but I'm going to say 2. We'll say 2.
I mean, could I have assisted him with this?
He rolled a 1?
Well, not one.
Oh yeah.
He's not. I mean, he has one more chance to make a check then if we have another round.
Yeah.
So this will be his last shot before he goes splat.
Yeah, but like, so you'll have one extra turn to try to maybe do something, Umbrin, because like you're like riding the rock down with him before you like take off, and hopefully can take him with you.
I guess the best thing I could do is like maybe try to heal us.
Not a terrible idea, because you have taken a lot of damage.
Are there insta-kill rules, like if you take a certain amount of damage, you automatically die?
Yeah.
There is, I believe.
Yep. If you go negative, if you go negative equal to your max HP, that's just massive damage and you die instantly.
Got it. So he will die if he...
Yeah, no, it's guaranteed death if he doesn't break his armor. Poor bastard.
Unfortunately, I guess I'll do it as a 3, so he gets some.
What?
Or
What
I
was
could
his,
do 2
what
to
was his
myself, and then
maximum
I
hit
could-
points?
His max is 166.
Yeah.
And the max
So,
fall damage is...
If you had him splat at 500 feet, he wouldn't have instantly died. Because it's double your max HP. You instantly die.
Well,
that's if
Yeah.
you're at max. The problem is he's not at max HP.
I thought it's...
So,
he's
yeah, he
sitting
would-
at 54.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
No, it's just
at
if you
50
ever take damage equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points in one blow. It's just max hit points double in one blow. That's max damage
Oh.
from player core.
Oh, so I could
Okay.
have.
He could
Oh,
have
so it's
taken
different,
300. He would have to have taken 320 damage to basically die instantaneously. Otherwise, he
So-
would have been in horrific shape, but technically survived when it was 250 damage.
So then I should have cast
You should have just had him hit a wall.
Wall of Stone, and then he would still be up because of his tenacity.
I thought that the Pathfinder rules were similar to D&D, where it was just if you reach your negative max HP, that's it.
Well, that's the thing. That was original Pathfinder 1.
But they changed it to where now it's
Well,
double
in
your
that
max
case,
no
could
matter
I
what.
have done that instead?
Since we didn't know the max damage rules, it's like, I can catch you. It's going to hurt.
I don't
then
know.
I
I think
could-
this is fine. We made our bed. Let's see if he can. He has another turn.
He's another turn. He can try to get out. He's still good. He's still good.
Okay.
Oh god. Well, I don't know if it's even worth healing him
Wow.
then, because
That is at least not a 1. That is still a really bad roll. Wow.
yeah, that's why I was afraid of bad rolls. That's why I was saying, I have just done the wall of stone.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
there's
how
kind of
the massive damage rule worked.
Yeah, we didn't really check into it too much, the massive damage. Because it's a lot of damage. It was 250 damage at that
Yeah,
time.
I thought that would just be like it.
I think because, like, you require to be at, like, high enough level for it to be a chance to you survive that fall, kind of thing like that, you know?
I guess that makes sense.
Because,
Yeah,
again,
that tracks.
people can fall out of planes and survive. It's rare, but they can. So it's going to get that kind of same chance of, like, there's enough training and stuff as he can manage to hit it just such a way that, like, he's just unconscious and horrible shape, but he manages to live through the horrible fall.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think 26 would like handle breaking out the armor.
Oh, poor Talas.
Would a 27 make a difference?
I have an idea.
Okay.
'Cause I have guidance.
Get in the
The
bag.
big question is, do I see them?
You can make a perception check. You will have so you have a turn while this is happening, since this would be the same time as you trying to fly away. So make me a perception check. Let's see if you notice them. 22
That's
is
terrible. I'm
terrible.
gonna use my reroll.
Okay. I think that's the last reroll everybody has this session.
I'm
Yeah.
going to.
What is
reheal
with
my
our rolls
spell.
tonight?
Oh my lord.
Wow.
We've always re-rolled into like below 10.
Last time I rerolled into a 20. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. I mean, me and Wyrm.
Because, do you want to know what my idea was?
What was your idea?
Translocate over to him. Translocate away with his armor.
Huh. I don't know if do you have enough actions for that?
Not in one turn.
The issue is
'Cause
we only have
you-
one turn left.
You would have had
That's what
only
I
one
meant.
turn to do it, though. It's the only thing.
Yeah, because if I didn't see him the turn they were trying to cut it off,
Yeah.
then the first round, then
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Well, let's see.
I think we might have a character death.
You
Yeah,
might
I
have
think
to-
we just I think we just have to take the L on this one. I think our luck has run out.
Yeah. I don't think he's got anything else that could help, and he just was trying to get rid of his armor and stuff for
the
it.
only other thing I could offer is I could either try to assist him or give him guidance.
Well, here's the thing: if you don't fly this turn, you go splat.
Yeah.
Yep. You have no
Would
choice
it
but to
take my
continue
entire
flying.
turn?
It's just one action to fly.
Well, no, I meant would it take my entire turn to assist him?
One action to aid.
One action to aid. And what's your action
So
for
then I could
guidance?
still fly. One.
Yep.
Guidance is 1.
If you would assist successfully and guidance him, it would do it. I was putting it base DC, which is 28. Which is again the base DC. So if you want to
He
try
has
to
a really
assist him
good
with it-
chance. He's just rolling like ass.
Yeah. Like that's the thing is I gave him the
Athletics?
base DC for your level, which is
It
28.
is that.
It's just been really shitty rolls he's been making.
Oh, I get a plus 16 to athletics.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can assist.
Uh-huh. What's the assist DC off the top of my head?
I wanna say it's 20 to give the +1.
So that might be
And then I
enough.
cast guidance for 1.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, though. Let me double check.
Yes, let's make sure because it's just there's so many bad rolls.
That's why I can't find it because that's not the right book. Actions.
Fortunately, my assistance, I rolled a freaking 5.
The amount of like terrible rolls we've been doing.
Aid. DC 15.
Ah,
So yeah, and so it's a normal success.
yeah.
which is a +1. Guidance is a +1.
That's 28.
Okay. So barely on the edge, because you managed to kind of like break away the armor enough to get it off, as like the ground is rapidly approaching now. I'm not gonna lie.
Technically, aid is an action to do a reaction, so whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
It would still even out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're grabbing him and trying to fly off. I need like, were we saying acrobatics for like flying?
It's
check?
acrobatics or flying. Yeah.
We need an
We need a
acrobatics
prayer,
check.
that's what we need.
Because you are like at like as things are like beginning to like hit the ground, trying to like take off with a quick thing as you've been like plummeting and trying to like, you know, not only because you don't have a lot of leeway to like plummet here. You are close to the ground at this point in time. Probably like parts of buildings are being hit around you. Like it's chaos all around as like this time class.
My acrobatics is the same as my athletics, so let's see what I can roll here.
Mm-hmm. A 32 is
Nice.
actually a pretty damn good check.
Oh
So chunks of stuff are flying as you kind of like just at the last moment, as like, you know, you can see the ground coming in rapidly to you, as you can feel like the stability that Talas had when he first dropped out of here is beginning to drop away, as he's like trying to cut away at his armor desperately, as he kind of breaks it off with his one last thing, and you kind of just grab him and begin flying.
I also picture like he's failing to cut it off, and he just goes, "Just leave me," and you go, "No!" And one slash, finally get him out.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm just like, "Come on, Shadow, help me out here!
You're just like, come on, spirits.
I'm using your wings."
Yeah. So chunks of stuff are going to be flying, kind of hitting ground, debris coming everywhere, as you're going to kind of fly out of here. I'm not going to lie, you're probably going to take more damage here still, but you made your check successfully, so you're going to get out of the way of the most damaging things, as you kind of like basically catch the fall as best as proper, but it's like one of those things is you're going to crash into the ground still because you're that close, but you're going to at least make it a reasonable fall to the ground kind of thing at this point. You know, you're gonna, it's that kind of like you pull out last minute, but you still like scrape into the ground then too. You didn't nosedive into the ground, you turned it into a controlled crash at this point in time.
My landing gear's not working.
Pretty much is.
Now this is where you shape stone to prevent more stuff from falling on top of you. Now that you're hit the ground.
Probably. I'm gonna sound it's probably what you'll do. Is you'll probably like get the stone on top of you as you kind of crash in the ground, as then the two of you scramble under there, honestly in shit shape. Like, I'm not gonna roll damage, but you guys are like out of it at this point in time. In the meantime, Ixbanor, I need another check from you. You're still trying to get out of here. Back like a turn ago. Your thing is like kind of like shaking. It's taking a huge hit as you're trying to like get out of here in your glider.
Yep.
There's probably holes in it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so let's start the nature check, which I really can only fail if I roll a 1.
Or you can critically succeed, which is pretty good.
Hold
there
on,
too.
I want to see if that does anything.
It might.
Oh my god.
That's a good thing to check.
Pickles.
As we all pull everything out of our butt.
No, nothing for critical. It's just a success.
Okay. I guess we will once again make your check to maneuver around falling debris and stuff and finally get out of the area of danger. With what remains of your glider.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Deep.
Okay, so technically I did the one action drive.
Mm-hmm.
One action to drive.
Mm-hmm.
One action probably to try and maneuver.
Yeah. So I'm going to say what's going to be happening is more likely you're going to like, find out that the controls of the glider aren't like as you're kind of going, they all of a sudden like you're managing to maneuver them, but then something kind of like hits into you that you didn't notice that was falling before, and you're like losing control. So you are technically relatively close to a gigantic tower, probably. But you also are probably a lot farther down than previous people were. Because you start gliding around the 500 mark. Probably still gone down a chunk.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. In my mind, I was flying directly beeline away from the tower.
Yeah, I think so. You're probably beeline away from the tower.
There could be other buildings.
Nothing is big though.
Nothing
No,
as
but
tall, but there could be other.
Be trying to aim
relatively
for like
nearby.
a rooftop or something at least.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm rolling terrible.
All right, that's a really good check. So, your ship is like got another hit. It's now probably losing control, about to fall. But you see something. Maybe you can maneuver it just in time to fall into something. Something that'll break your fall. You see, over in the zoo area, a big old pond of water. What's in there? You don't know. But it's better than hitting the ground.
Okay.
Very true.
There might be some dangerous animal in there, but it's gonna probably help break your fall.
Nah, I'm ready to throw hands if need be. Just pull me out the back like a Pokemon.
I choose you.
Calder, I choose you. I guess give me. We'll see how well you fall into the water. Give me a reflex check. We'll say that this here. As your kind of thing begins to like fall out of the air here. That's a good check there. As the glider goes,
it's not amazing for me,
kind of breaks apart and kind of falls down, hitting into this water. As I've got to be honest, like also giant rocks are probably hitting around in the area and stuff like that. As the giant like crystal thing there gets kind of smashed and destroyed.
Guide me, my musclet ancestors.
It is probably like, you do the aquatic landing. You kind of hit into something and it's not like a pleasant kind of hit, but at very least, kind of crash landing into here in the water does a very good job of breaking the fall. You maneuvered yourself into that fairly well. Probably still hurts like a bitch. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, hitting water at high speed,
Yeah. Not gonna lie, you probably are taking a lot of damage also. Okay, roll me a D4. So let's see what's in this enclosure.
Have fun.
Now don't be scared, Wyrm, but if you roll a 1, it's death.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Personification of death?
So, all right. Okay, you hit the water like a ton of bricks. I just see there's rules for falling in the water, but I can't remember how much it was breaking.
It reduces it by
20 feet.
30 by up to 30 feet.
Oh, up to 30.
Yeah. You already weren't like a full free fall though for the entire thing here too, so I'm going to say you will take 50 damage. We'll take half of a 100-foot fall. So not great, but you are alive and in a lot of pain for your successful water landing. All right. As you kind of like emerge from the wreckage,
Guess what I'm at?
9.
1.
9. Yeah, 9. You just
9.
looked. Come on.
I did look at your thing, and I was just like, I'm just gonna do 100 damage to you, or 100 fall defeat. Just enjoy.
Oh, okay. You did GM math. Got
I
it.
did GM math. I just gave you 50 damage. I could have made you at 1, but I decided just to do like 100 feet's easy. That's half of that's 50 damage. You had made some good checks. You had been good earlier. You just messed up on the last one there. All right. what would the creatures here react to you?
You will have to pull me out of the bag, by the way. I cannot remove myself.
Okay.
I know, but I'm waiting till, I just hit the water. I'm assuming something's going to react before I can make an action.
No,
I
I got you.
You will have an option because, like, you hitting the water it's going to be like, there's stuff going on anyway, so I'm trying to think of, like, what the animal would be reacting currently right now. So, you managed to roll Crocodilian.
I knew it. I literally knew it. I knew I rolled crocodile.
It was aquatic birds, some kind of mammal, some kind of bear, or crocodilian is the four I was going for. You rolled crocodilian. So they're probably not going to investigate right away. But you're in the water now. What do you want to do once you're in the water?
So what I want to do... Do I see what is in the water?
You got a pretty damn good check earlier. So I'm going to say you at very least knew there was, like, you probably saw something on the shore. You're like, you think there's big reptiles in this area, but, you didn't know if they were you didn't get a good view enough to know if they were, like, a crocodile or, like, some kind of monitor lizard or something like that, or something, but pretty decent sized. The pond itself is, like, about half the enclosure, so it could have gone either way for, like, a big reptile. It could have just been more of an aquatic thing. It could have been more of a land-based thing, but, I'll say, like, you knew something was here that could be dangerous, but it was, like, the only water you saw, kind of thing.
Yep. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Translocate?
Actually, that's... Invisibility, then translocate.
You're just like,
Now, let me be clear.
I probably needed at least a check to swim in the water, unless you want to, like, just, because you are in the middle of a pond.
I think that's athletics, which is terrible for me, so... Not bad, actually.
Not bad, actually. I think you're at least, like, treading water because there's not really moving water in here. So you,
yeah,
like,
I mean,
you
like,
go
I think
invisible.
the base DC is like 15, and you only increase it if there's like actually
turbulent.
Like, turbulent.
As you kind of go invisible as you can see something kind of like moving in the water. Maybe try to investigate what all this noise was, what all this rigmarole was of this falling. But you're invisible now. That helps. And then you're gonna translocate. Away.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Just to the shore at the very least.
So you still have stuff falling all around you.
I was actually about to say, or to undercover if I can see any from treading water.
There does seem to be maybe a structure where the creatures, like an inside structure for these animals and stuff like that. So they're not just out all the time. So if they wanted to go inside somewhere a little closed off, there is something that's here. Whether there's something in there or not, but you could probably go in there.
That's why invisibility was first.
Yeah. All right. Chaos ensues as all of you are kind of trying to take shelter as the sphere itself having been shattered and the battle seemingly continuing for a while. The entire area shakes with crashes and bashes. But eventually, things will certainly calm down. And whatever's happening will end. So. Quiet will kind of like come over the entire area.
Hopefully the dragon was successful.
So currently speaking, I'll kind of describe what it is, what's going on. Ixbanor, you're basically in some kind of small kind of shelter area that seems to be more for like various stuff that maybe some of the caretakers of this area bring the crocodilians into for like medical stuff or, you know, processing things and stuff like that. Probably hiding in a small area up above it because there's probably a couple of them kind of down on the lower areas that kind of also hidden here with everything going on. The building itself, you can see cracks in the structure from everything that's fallen on here. And you can kind of see like the entrances a little buried too, with some rubble.
Mhm.
On the other hand, the other two of you are currently buried. Something fell on your stone structure, and certainly your stone structure held out, but it kind of broke apart on top of it. So there's kind of stuff all around you now.
Well, I mean, for me, first thing is to get to a spot where Calder can stand and pull him out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could pull him out in here. You just pull him out on top of, like, double crocodile.
I mean, fair. Okay. If the stuff, I guess I'd climb onto the roof first because
So you're gonna try to climb out of here. I will need. You're pretty small and squishy, so I don't really need a check from you. Actually, I think you can maneuver from the rubble and get outside. Everything is in like chaos outside. The tower itself seems to have taken severe damage, and part of it seems to have collapsed. Buildings seem destroyed in the nearby area, and there's a cold wind that kind of blows through everything here. Like the air is feeling like a little odd, as if something is wrong with the entire place.
Doesn't seem great. I guess we did delete the sun.
You deleted the sun, and then, like, two powerful beings got into a fight to damage what was remaining of the deleted, like, power level of the sun. As I said, if nothing went wrong with it, it would have lasted. Something went wrong with it.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. That's a good point.
If nothing went wrong, you wouldn't have to worry about removing the power source. Well... Ooh. So yeah, it's like the entire area is like, there's also like little fires and stuff all around the area. You know, when the burning sun kind of falls down, it also started some fires and stuff too. And certainly speaking, you can hear like noise from probably automatons kind of going about trying to fix or repair all the problems here. The city is in chaos currently. And there's no sign of the dragon or that monstrosity that you saw anymore. The sky is clear.
In rare
also
cases, ferrets
kind of
are
dark, too. Like, there is no giant sun above. Looks like night's falling. You hadn't felt like this before, but, like, you know, night seemingly hasn't fallen over the city in, like, millennia. Ha!
Yeah. Fun fact, apparently ferrets are occasionally used in search and rescue.
Yeah. You can squeeze into a lot of areas.
They can.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You're just gonna pop Calder out of the bag. You're just like,
Yeah.
Did we live? What happened? Where am I?
We're at the zoo.
probably, I'm going to say, you're probably gasping for air at this point in time because it was like on the back end of that 10 minutes you had to breathe, you know? It's like things were getting thin in there and you were like nigh unconscious. You were like, you felt like sleepy, you know, it's not doing good. You're like, oh, I managed to get you out in time. You're like, also you kind of like look around and like everything's destroyed and on fire.
Well, it could be worse, I guess. Oh, how'd the glider do?
It did wonderfully, actually. It is now in pieces, though. I did know the last bit.
Fuck.
Probably somewhere under that pile of rubble over there.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make a new one.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Where's,
oh shit, where's Umbrin and Talas? I'm looking around.
I have no idea. I failed all my perception checks to see them.
What does that mean? Piss.
In the meantime,
Yeah. In the meantime, the two of you are just under rubble and feeling like shit, you know, like probably neither of you are really a lot of great health.
guess what?
Mhm.
At this point,
It's gonna make a
been
doorway.
bad.
It's like let's just get out of here. Let's just get rest. We'll catch up with them later. I was like, I guess so. It's probably safer than remaining under here for now.
I think we could use our strength back a bit.
Especially since we don't know how much is on top of us at this point in time.
Exactly.
And basically, I'll be like to Calder, so, I'm very, very hurt. I gesture to probably, like, the giant gash and or, like, twisted leg or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point. Hold on.
Hello down there. Are you all right?
The hell?
You see the bug thing kind of
Talk?
fly above you with
Oh.
talk in it, kind of looking over the side.
I throw a smoke bomb. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm going to quick alchemy and elixir of life real quick.
Yeah, technically, you want to know what's really fun is I was expecting a fight, so I actually made 4 of them. So, as my advanced alchemy for the day. So,
That was certainly something. We may not have to get out of the city faster than we thought.
actually, one more of those is probably fine.
Yeah, I think we broke it.
Well, there's a landing spot nearby over there. I can meet you over there. It looks like flat enough area that I can touch down.
We'll make our way. Try and find Umbrin and Talas if you can.
All right, I'll take a scan over the area, but I have no sight. There's a lot of destruction. You two standing out here on top was very easy to find.
If you can't find them, I could look. Well, no, I should look now.
Yeah, best.
I'm gonna use this because I did also prepare this today.
Yeah.
Track a creature by its scent. Proficient bonus equals equal to your level, even if you're in train. Plus your added bonus to survival checks. That's neat.
Oh, I don't have survival. I don't have a good survival though.
Hmm.
This is
I have a pretty decent perception.
it's survival to track.
Oh, you're right. I have a 13.
Oh, so you actually trained in it?
Yes, I am trained.
I can give it to you then.
All right. I'll go ahead and use it. Let me grab the effect.
Mhm. What is it? What is it called?
I-
What is it, boy?
I-
What do you smell?
What is it, boy?
I smell cringe and black mascara. I found him. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna begin searching. Well, I'll start making my way, off of this and start looking for Umbrin and Talas.
All right.
Through the ruins of this tower.
Through the rubble roots of the tower. I guess make that survival check to keep pick up on their scent.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
It's always like this.
All right.
Sorry, there's a lot of
What
I'm
is
sp-
with our rolls today?
I'm getting faint
Seriously?
hint of dust, shattered concrete, and blood in my mouth.
There's
don't
also
know.
like a lot of animals that are probably now on the loose from the entire collapse of
That's
like,
a
the zoo
really
area.
good point. That's a good point.
They're either dead or just out in the world now, like in the city. The giant like park zoo like area is just because it was around the main tower and then also happened to be under the giant sun, it's taken the bulk of it. It does seem, at least if you go to the outer parts of the city really isn't damaged too much. It's really like the central area with like the maybe block of buildings outside the center that really took the bulk of this collapse and stuff here too, as the thing kind of broke apart. But again, you don't see any signs of like the dragon or the other creature or anything, and anything like that. But you can kind of take a look around, and you really, unfortunately, just don't find anything with too much. There's too much stuff going on here. Too much chaos.
The effect
I mean,
does last for 8 hours.
and
Mhm.
each tracking check is 1 hour.
Okay,
yeah.
so keep trying for a while too.
All right, I'll try one more
yeah.
time. You know what? If there's one good thing I can say, Ixbanor, is that we're leaving, and so we won't have to deal with any of this. I can say with a high degree of confidence, not our problem.
I'm just gonna roll a couple of d20s since you still haven't found anything. I'm gonna match you. I'll have to see what those rolls are. Just roll one at a time.
Oh, no.
19 was pretty good. 19 was pretty good.
We're gonna die.
So Talk will kind of come back after your check, technically because that was the second check to match yours, and be like, I think I see something weird with a stone over in one of the areas. Maybe that's something over there. So you can make another check at a lower DC because she made a perception that might have seen where perhaps a strange dome was. And that's a much better check there. So you will eventually catch scent of where they are. The scent seems to go somewhere beneath a huge pile of rubble.
In the meantime, I'm just like casting every heal spell I have on both of us.
Yeah, while you're inside the doorway dimension. You're like, no.
Man, I'm gonna stow my weapon and start just moving rubble.
Yep.
You got any magic to help with this? This is gonna take me a while.
That's about it.
Talk will be like, I will land on one of the safe buildings a little farther back and kind of make my way here. We'll keep the flyer safe in case we need to use it.
Sounds good.
Actually, something I am going to do.
Ooh, very good.
You can squeeze through anything an inch in diameter.
Okay.
that's
Sure. You could probably make your way into there, and you can kind of see the doorway shows up, right? For Liminal doorway. Yo.
It is a
Yeah,
visual thing, right?
It's chalk on the rock.
Okay, so you'd be able to see and recognize that it does seem like there's like a dome of stone down there that kind of like, it's probably not like honestly a perfect dome, just because you kind of like, I feel like it was just kind of stuck up as best you could, kind of getting it out of the way, and it's also heavily damaged, but it seemed to have maintained itself, and inside there's a little area where there's chalk on the one wall. It looks like they are in a liminal doorway somewhere in there, but it is
And
under...
you can enter, because I specify what creatures can enter it, so it's like...
Mm-hmm. But it is still buried under a lot of rubble.
Well, the problem is it's a demi-plane. So the scouting eye would vanish if it went through.
Ah, damn.
So can't send the eye in.
Because it has to be on the same plane of existence, otherwise it vanishes.
Well, at least you're able to visually confirm that they are in fact there.
Yeah.
In their
Yeah,
monsters
and that
Inc.
they're
core.
okay. And that they're okay. And at least Umbrin's okay. Actually, I'm probably,
Yeah, I guess we
Umbrin
don't
is
have the
at least
deets on
okay.
Talas yet, but I'll keep shifting rubble.
Eventually, Talk will join you and
Unfortunately,
start
I have the
helping out.
Staff of Earth, which I can shift stuff with, but...
Yeah, but
You're
until then,
stuck in the door.
you're digging stuff out. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be like the back end of when the guys are resting in the liminal doorway when you finally dig it out. It's an it's excavation, like the two of you with like not really great tools, digging out rocks and stuff there too.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
yeah.
But I figured him and I weren't in any shape to try to...
Yeah. Probably, I'm gonna assume,
No.
Ixbanor, you're probably sitting there, like, resting at the same time, maybe? You're like, look, I can't really help. I'll try to regain my, like, spells and stuff, maybe.
I mean, Yes, I figured I'd be helping out with telekinetic hand at least where I could, but
Oh, okay, so
yeah,
you're just gonna
mostly
like,
I'd be
lifting
resting.
smaller rocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah,
Alright, so, eventually, though,
bracing something so he could grab another thing, you know. That kind of
your time in the liminal doorway will be coming towards an end, and you will emerge out. And this will be around the same time that you will hear noise above you. So you and Talas, in much better shape, will begin to hear noise above you.
Okay, well, I can start using my Staff of Earth and Expeditious Excavation.
Mm-hmm. So between the lot of you, you will finish digging out the rest. And you'll be able to emerge out into the city as things have gotten quite chilled. The temperature of the city has dropped dramatically. It is getting like it's over the course of this time here, it's gone from like that nice kind of like room temperature to like the city feels like it's like 40 degrees out right now, Fahrenheit. So it's gotten a lot colder at this point in time. Like the city is beginning to cool down.
Oh yeah, we were above a giant frosty mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had it a bit too good for too long.
Mhm. We should probably get out of here at this point in time.
Yeah.
I
that's a good
believe
idea.
I've been trying to watch what's been going on a little bit of the current with the sun gone. I've been able to kind of watch the clouds. I think whatever's left in charge might have begun to steer us north.
That's not good.
Well, probably they plan to crash the entire thing into the ocean.
Yeah, but also north is where horrible, horrible death is.
Thought it was just mountains and then water.
It's a
well,
thing.
there's also cursed land that will attack and kill at least us. I don't know about you.
It'll probably kill
Oh.
you too.
From the territories you're talking about, I believe that would be farther to the west than what we're going. The Barry Mountains go all the way to the water to the north. We've been over them this entire time. The Great Wall that separates out the continents.
Right. Well, at the very least, if we don't go that way, if it's it's gonna be a problem getting back if we go too far. So we definitely need a vamuz.
How far can the flying machine go?
I did manage to park it in a proper place. They have a limited power supply, especially with everything disconnected. I don't know. Maybe a decent distance? I've had a decent... Do you have a good map of where we're going? I could maybe estimate a place that we could take us down.
I'll pull out that little crystal map thing and kind of say where we're going to. I will point out that city near the gap.
We should probably depart soon rather than later, but we have a little bit of time. Maybe find some supplies quickly, or any kind of equipment that we can grab, and then should warn the good doctor.
Yeah. Well.
He might be
I
aware
was
of
wondering
things
that
going on.
too.
Yeah,
Would we feel bad if we didn't?
he's not a bad person, just...
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being feeling really bad, I'd probably be at about a 4.
Yeah, maybe like. Yeah, maybe around a
I
4.
think it's the right thing to do.
I agree.
I'm convinced. You do that, and I will head to the library, and I'm going to steal as many books as possible. I believe in you, Umbrin, and I'm going to start marching towards the library.
Are you going to take the bag of holding? I was going to say.
Oh, shit.
I would have. Yeah, I can hand it.
Yeah,
Doc
I'll
will
need
be
this for a
like,
second.
I can try to find some supplies. I know where some of the districts are for food and stuff like that, and some basic supplies that might be able to work for camping and such. Other than
How
that-
much can you feasibly carry? Because I don't know how strong Talk looks.
Talk looks pretty decently strong.
Oh, okay.
Like you could have seen that she was doing very well physically in moving a lot of stuff. At very
Oh,
least
okay.
keeping
So they
up
could
with
probably
you.
carry a good
Yeah.
bit of supplies.
Yeah, they can probably definitely.
Okay.
They'll also say like, the good doctor might have an extra cell. Won't be a lot, but with some of his creations and dealing with the automatons, a separate power source might be helpful. A battery of a container of magical energy. It might be enough to keep us going a little farther.
Every little helps.
Okay. I can definitely say, you easily can get in there and get as many books as you want. You can probably get away with a good chunk of old ancient and tomes and stuff like that.
Oh, I'd also say say farewell to the tree if you can get up that high.
We'll see.
Probably can't, because even the library was outside a lot of the damage zone. I'll definitely say, unfortunately. So it's not like there aren't things there. But again, like, there's enough distraction that you can definitely like start just grabbing stuff and throwing it in the bag, because there won't be a lot of like things coming to stop you from doing stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna be looting and yoinking like as many mechanical, alchemical tomes, and I guess maybe a history book or two.
Yeah.
More for like.
Yeah.
Counterpoint. Calder doesn't care. No, I'm kidding. I'm more looting stuff for me, but I would grab a couple history, a couple religion books for Ixbanor and Umbrin.
Thank you.
Because, they're my friends, kinda.
Oh my gosh, Calder's learning empathy.
How much bulk can the bag of holding hold?
25, but I think
Well-
we are using a lot currently.
There is currently 12 remaining, although, honestly, if you really want to, you can drop... Let's see.
I also can carry 10 more bulk before I'm maxed out.
Okay, because a book is effectively a light item, but that means 8 equals a bulk, basically.
Yeah.
Or 10 equals a bulk.
10
10 equals a bulk. So, yeah. So if you're like stacked up and bagged up, you could probably have like 100 books for just you carrying it. You'd be like heavy, but you could, and then the bag of holding would be for each bulk. You could grab like 10 books.
Yeah, I'll be doing that then. I'm just gonna be like walking back to the group, just books like falling out of my leather coat, just
basically,
like pouring out of the bag.
You basically like are like, hey, you have effectively like it's as if you had an opportunity to go into the Library of Alexandria and like grab all like the ancient powerful tomes and stuff like that. Yeah, you like looted like ancient knowledge that's been lost to time and basically have a pile of it.
Don't worry, guys. I got the important stuff, and it's like all shit for me. But I don't worry. Got something for each of you too, and I'll have like 2 religious texts for Umbrin.
Yeah. And
like 2 to 3 history books for Ixbanor, and the rest is like shit for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm still a greedy bastard.
That's
I'm
fair.
just thinking it might be useful, for what we need to still do to have some more information on religion.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. I was thinking of that. Shit, I just remembered I can't read these. Because I can only speak the language.
We'll keep things simple with meeting with the doctor.
Talk is with us. Talk can teach us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I would like
But we can worry about that later.
someone to give me a diplomacy check to see about getting the thing. I'm just going to kind of keep it simple there because we're on the back end of the night. For getting the extra kind of battery.
Yeah, I'll give him.
I was going to say that's you, not me.
Yeah.
Where is proficiency? There it is.
Oh, would I have been able to get high enough to the tree in the library, by the way? Or was that like a thing limited by a barrier?
Oh.
That you probably couldn't get to, unfortunately.
Nah. I tried, but, magic.
Yeah.
Shrug. Just
That's a
shrug
good
my
check.
shoulders.
The doctor certainly will be willing to give you a battery. And, thank you for it. He'll make plans to escape on his own. He has a way of getting out of here. He wasn't planning on using it, but if the city has been damaged severely by what's going on now, and he'll mention that, I know of a place within the mountains that was once an old laboratory of an ally of mine. Perhaps I will go use that to continue my work. I'll have to clean up the rest of my lab. I have an estimation of how long before the city touches down. But, I was worried something was wrong, but it's hard to find out down here. Anyway, good luck to you. If we, should ever meet again, you can report all that stuff I asked for before, but unfortunately, situations change. Oh, an experiment unknown, the results. Unfortunate. I'll have to access that new body I was working on for myself. I hope it's done. Something to just put me into. A little bit more mobile. Good luck to you. Good luck. Where were you saying you were heading? In case I, for ever chance, have an excuse to either head there or send someone that direction. With emerging into the world, perhaps I should be a little more aware of who is out there and what is out there.
Well, we're planning to head towards the gap in the to the city on the edge of the gap in the barrier mountain. However, after that, we plan to go to a demi-plane of some kind.
Fascinating. The valley. Of course. My people didn't end up using that, but I remember hearing about some of the more land-based creatures having to use that to travel between the continents. Land-based creatures.
Indeed.
So quaint, so quaint. Good luck to you.
Also, be careful of the dread army that has been running amok.
Indeed.
Well, you might be immune to the curse. They still probably won't like it if they find you.
True. It's hard to say how these savages will be. It does seem as though they are more or less likely to discuss things than with you. I understand that perhaps some of your cousins on your side might be called that too. I know. I could certainly have said some of my brethren were very savage in their own ways too, but at the very least most of them elevated to higher grounds. Most of them. Except those that denied my work.
Well, I hope to see you again. Maybe our paths will cross.
Indeed.
Good luck with your travels.
Same to you. Right, yeah. You'll be able to load up this, mechanical dragonfly. There wasn't a lot of space in there, but basically, there were some storage places. You kind of filled it up with some stuff that you can kind of got there. As much as it was filled with all of you in there before, it feels really filled now. It's kind of one of those things is, Talk estimates you can probably get a good chunk of the way there. She can either... you can either touch down in a place in the mountains and descend from the mountains and be a little farther south, or maybe hit a little farther west and emerge from them and be somewhere near the edge of the mountains. That'd be kind of into the range that you had been before, but when you were heading north to the forest, it would have been a lot farther east, at the edge of the mountains that you kind of can go to. What's your choice?
Well,
the
the
game.
thing is, the mountains were really freaking cold.
They were. They're also very tall.
Yeah. Trudging through that's gonna be rough.
I can try and move us to the edge of the mountains as fast as possible, but and see how far we can follow it. But I don't know how far everything will last before everything falls apart. We can see.
We can do our best.
Stuffed as it is, we might have to take shifts. I would recommend Umbrin, since you have some experience with also flying it, the two of us be in a position where we could switch out. I don't think we have the luxury of not continuing going, as much as the device itself wasn't necessarily made for the cold weather, and the longer we go, the more likely I think it might to cause damage to it or even prevent it from working. So the quicker
Understood.
we get into a more safe zone, the better it would be.
Agreed.
Right. So, the lot of you will take off in this dragonfly, leaving behind the city. The orb and a backpack in the back. You will no longer have the drained condition, but I'm going to say, not drained 5, but all of you will technically have drained 1 in its presence, because it's just having this horrific effect on all of you in a pretty enclosed area, unless you want to put it in the bag of holding, but I guess you can place a book.
I mean, we can try it. Ixbanor was a little hesitant.
I would
but...
suggest putting it in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
My books.
The bag of holding starts glowing weirdly.
That's weird.
Maybe it'll be fine.
Hopefully this isn't doing any damage.
Is that gonna blow up?
So
I
we
don't
put it in
know.
the bag.
Another bag of
I don't
holding.
think anybody's placed anything of the sort that any of these cores into a storage place. Unfortunately, in
Well,
fact,
it was technically safe in the liminal space, so I guess it's probably safe here.
Technically.
technically,
It was also only in the liminal space for 8 hours, so.
yes. Well, again, fortunately, it's way before my time, even when I was more alive, that these things were granted to our people. So, I'm not exactly sure of how they function in a lot of ways. So,
Well,
We
we
just
know
have
how
to keep an eye on it.
We know how to activate it to do what we want, but not to do anything else.
Well, I would suggest you guys in the back take shifts watching the bag, as we take shifts driving.
yeah.
Can do.
Right. And we'll end with you kind of taking off and leaving behind the collapsing Sky City.
I'm assuming we can heal up during this time.
Yeah, you'll have some time to heal up, as it will be some days of travel that you're going to be going overland, at least in here, before perhaps there's any kind of issues or something like that. So,
Thank God.
yeah, you will be able to heal yourselves up, but it's pretty horrific conditions in here. This is definitely not made for long-term travel over distances. So it's basically
Yeah.
like, effectively, you've got like a lot of like dry goods that, again, because this city has like, the robots that were looking after it and stocking a lot of stuff. Talk was able to retrieve some things that were edible, but it's like, look, this stuff is not very well processed. Most of the automatons didn't really care to process at this point in time because no one was asking for it. So it's kind of like it's stuff that is edible but not great.
Don't worry about it. I've eaten literal dirt before.
But you're also like, you can't really cook it here either, too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Plenty of beef jerky.
But you're also like all like shoved it. It's like the only person that probably doesn't have space issues is Ixbanor.
Yeah, because I'm tiny.
I imagine like one of those little like side areas where things can be stored. You have it like permanently opened up, and Ixbanor's made it into like a little like home in there to the side.
Also, ferrets feel at home in cramped spaces.
Yeah.
Like specifically.
But I just like imagine like it's the area that would have been like a drinking like holder or something, like, or like a storage little thing on the side. You have it like permanently opened up, and there's like the Ixbanor in there with a bunch of stuff that's like like looking after things, could like kind of pop out and be like, hey, I'm working on things over here, as everybody's just like getting cramped. And I'm probably like I'm just sure it's horrifically unpleasant because no one can stretch. Anyway,
lots of kinked backs and necks.
Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna be pleasant traveling, but you will make distance, and we'll worry about that next time. So certainly you've finished up at the city, and you're heading out, hopefully to where you need to go to finally solve the problem, to use what you found, figure out how to use what you found, and save what remains. Now, what truth was that the Dreadlords say to you? You don't know, honestly.
So wait, I do have one question. Is Talas gonna have to buy new equipment?
Or were we
Or
able
would we
to
have been
retrieve it?
find it?
Huh. I'll say probably yes and no. Anything that's magical, you might be able to locate in the wreckage. I can say if you spent some time working on
Detect magic would actually make that relatively easy.
But
Yeah.
his mundane equipment
I'm
from
pretty
his
sure.
backpack.
Yeah, I'm pretty
not
sure the
found at all.
backpack is probably gone with his mundane stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
It
just
could
gonna
be
hit
worse.
delete on this.
Yeah. So could have been a lot worse. certainly speaking. But I'm going to say probably all his equipment is probably just destroyed. You didn't really have time to repair it, kind of like. He's probably wearing, like, dented, not really good armor. It's probably, like, got, like, the broken condition, and it's not really in good shape, but he's kind of, like, thrown it on there, and his, like, weapons kind of beat up a little bit. All of his stuff is in terrible shape, but at least he has it, kind of thing. Except for his shield, which is the only thing he kept on him. But yeah, I feel like,
Sorry, Talas.
Monday, who's like, it's fine, we at least lived. The situation called for some dire actions.
It also means he loses all his javelins. Anyway.
Like, damn. Need some javelins. He can no longer attack at ranged.
Oh well.
It doesn't come up much. Who knows? Maybe it will at some point in time. Still before the end of this adventure, but we'll find it. Yeah. I guess we'll turn it over as usual to Wyrm, because I think Wyrm, you're the only one that actually has a shout out. Unless anybody else has something different. Nope. Okay.
I'm Diamond Wyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm or at DiamondWyrm on Twitter and Blue Sky, and DiamondWyrm9234 on YouTube. Next stream should be Friday with this fool.
No, I'm so foolish. I'm a foolish fool. Hi. You've been here. Thanks, Dracovin. I run this channel. I've been your GM for this adventure. Yeah, I think that went pretty well. It definitely could have gone longer, and it did, and I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we also were like one roll away from killing Talas.
True.
You really were. It was one of those things is you got out of there like exactly kind of thing like that. And I gotta be honest, it's like, there are definitely certain like situations that the rules didn't really like get into with this entire thing. So we kind of had to like figure it out there a little bit. It was a fascinating kind of thought process too of like, what can we do with what we have? So I think that was interesting part about it. I didn't mind that we had to sit down and all like problem solve as a team to kind of come up with it. Where I'm like,
I mean, that's the thing. It was like the idea was there. What we were problem solving was the mechanic for how to execute it. Because I was like, would we? Because there was one point where I was like, would we have had like the time to think through this? I'm like, well, no. The idea was straight, just do it. It was just figuring out what to roll that we were taking forever.
Yeah, I think that was the problem, is like trying to figure out how to mechanically do that a little bit too, which was kind of an interesting kind of juxtaposition. And sometimes it is like a very easy roll, and it turned out to be a very easy roll, but it was kind of like exploring that idea of like, you have a couple split seconds. What can I do? What do I know I can do? So it's sort of like that entire thing of like, Umbrin showing up and being like, I can't lift you. You got to drop some stuff. And like Talas like desperately throwing his stuff away, like he's like, my armor, it's probably pretty heavy, just trying to cut away at it then quickly and stuff like that. I can just see it's kind of like that, and it's very interesting that way. But yeah,
and probably this one last second, leave me, and then
no,
no, final help
yeah.
needed, and then pulling him away.
Just like I just see like Umbrin like pulling out like a small dagger himself and like getting it in there to like where he's like trying to work on it, or like you like kind of like pushing on his hand and like getting that final strap, or something like that, as the spirit of shadow kind of flies out and like gives him guidance or something like that, and there's like if it was a bird, I'd have it like make bird sounds, but it's a bat, so it like screeches like, and that's not a bat sound. As like the spirit of the bat, goes to Talas, and he's like, I'm free, let's go.
And I'm so I found it so hilarious that the freaking glider, a joke, came in handy.
That was unbelievably lucky. I really thought that was just death.
It was pretty high up. And I, unfortunately, did not know the full rules before I put those numbers out there. Whoops.
I mean, that's sometimes the most interesting things is when the GM does something that they didn't realize was super deadly, but then the players find a way to get through it anyway.
Yeah, I think it acted it went pretty well. It was I really enjoyed the insanity that happened in this episode. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of the problem solving aspects were very fun, you know, and I think that it did go more interesting than I thought it would in a lot of ways. I'm happy with it. So yeah. So next
didn't
time,
lose anyone. Yay.
you didn't. No, even with your really terrible rolls, you rolled well enough in the right times to make up for it, because you did have a lot of randomly really bad rolls.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I think I figured it out. When we roll in that like generic order at the beginning, that's when we roll terribly.
Yep. But I'm going to have to see, because we are probably, like, honestly speaking, 1 or 2 sessions away from the end of this at this point in time. Again, I can kind of put that maybe a third, but I feel like at the kind of pace and what's left to do, I don't think I can really say, like, that's in case something crazy happens. Which it could. The dice could claim crazy, you know, but more than likely 1 or 2 sessions, you know. So, hey, we're at the back end of the adventure. The culmination, the finale, we're reaching it. We're gonna kind of be saying, like, is this gonna be a 1 or 2 part finale? We'll find out, but this is going to be the kind of final big act here of, you know, using this artifact, saving who you can, and finding out what happens, you know. But yeah, we'll find out next time. So hopefully you can join us next week. We're getting that end there. Hope everybody had a good time. And anyway, check out my stuff. Check out more stuff on YouTube. Anyway, bye!